again, Raymond.
Hi, Candy.
So I've had my tour of the place with Johan.
Okay.
I guess what I want to know is what are the benefits of renting versus buying or building?
Rentals are an essential part of getting started. So most persons, when they are starting out, they will rent. This particular unit is very exquisite, definitely at the higher end of the market. However, in making a determination to rent, there are a number of factors. And in fact, persons may choose to rent over buying as an option. In this instance, for a very lovely unit, they get all the perks, all the amenities. They get the swimming pool, they get the security, they get the comfort, they get the view for a price. Essentially, the income is one of the main characteristics that will determine the factors to rent, the affordability. It may be periodic. The persons may choose to rent for a time, to experience a particular lifestyle for a time, and then determine if that is right for them in terms of the fit. Because rentals, they are based on temporary experiences. When you buy in, you're locked in for the period of time that you're going to be there. So you may rent at a particular location for a few months or a few years, and then you may just pack up and move, and you're free to do so. But when you buy, that's where you are planted. So in terms of making that decision to rent, a number of additional factors may include persons having kids where their kids go to school. They want to be in close proximity to where they work. Also, one of the trends that we're seeing now, persons are renting for medical reasons. So there are persons who want to be close to the hospital, persons who want to be close to family members, for instance, is another factor. So those are some of the basic reasons that persons will consider when they're looking at rentals.
And in your opinion, what would you say are the disadvantages of renting a unit?
Okay, one of the main disadvantages of renting is that at any given time, the landlord may choose to come and tell you that you have to go. Okay. Right. So you do not have the permanence that some persons may desire when it comes to rentals. Because typically in doing a rental, you do a lease agreement or a rental agreement, and that agreement will have terms and conditions. So if you are found to be in breach of any of those terms or conditions, also, you may be asked to terminate the lease and move on to another property.
Okay. I know that you can rent some places either furnished or unfurnished.
Right.
What kind of difference in price does it make?
Essentially, in terms of the process, persons may rent, they become attached in some instances to the place that they are. Persons may choose a furnished property where they just come with their suitcase, their clothes, and then they're up and leaving. Other persons, depending on the situation, may have their own furniture, and they may choose to find an unfurnished property. Okay. But unfurnished properties rent for less, of course, than properties that are furnished. But in terms of the liabilities that persons may have, in terms of if they're going to damage furniture or appliances, if you have your own furniture, then you wouldn't have those liabilities.
How important of a role would you say location plays in renting a property?
All right, rentals based on location, that's a very important question. I tell you this, you may rent a house in a rural area, for instance, for $7,000 per month, a two-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms, believe it or not. And on the other hand, you may find some exclusive properties such as this in a prime area like Middlesbrough, where we are now, and a property like this will go for over $2,500 and up to $5,000 US, fully furnished.
Okay, wow.
Right.
So I think we've touched on all areas in terms of renting, buying, and building.
Right.
So Raymond, thank you very much for speaking to us today.
Thanks for having me.
And all of those things. Whichever route you take to own the space that you're in, make sure you know the correct steps, the advantages and disadvantages, and how they compare to other routes. Where you live is a big deal, so make sure you do what is best. Until next time, I'm Candy for Home Sweet Home. Bye.